The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Buzz. Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And it nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Big Ace.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion is Anderson. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You look at this Arizona defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man, and put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Yeah, pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cardinals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep.
That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That is caught by Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. Is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception.
More momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because when the defense got them, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
he's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing now is Murray. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Milton Williams collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, pushing his way through, and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll get this to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey, hold on.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again, Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Omaha.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ace.
Murray going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first-half lead. Prater for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
This is caught inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Moore, the man in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Go Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And an Eagle first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Eagles 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals extend their lead yet again. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
But first down, Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And some room to work. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going deep for Brown. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at about the 14. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender.
And now here is another interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So a change of possession here on the clock. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Hurts. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prater's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
No, touch that. 63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Stacked, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the